Afternoon all, and welcome to 5 Midfield, top special, episode 24, Homecomings. Yeah, there you go. I'm Gav Mack. That's Stephen Buck. Hola.
Hola.
How you doing?
You're right. It's a homecoming. We're all in the same.
Yeah, exactly. It's a top homecoming. And Alex Osborne down the end there. How are you, my friend?
I'm very good.
Oh, look at us all in the same room.
Yeah.
Now, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Top Football on all social media, and the YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/Top Football. And make sure you download Soccer Manager 2021. It's going on the bottom of the screen as Alex is kindly advertising right there, right now. Soccer Manager 2021. It's available on the App Store and Google Play. So the homecoming is basically players that have left and have come back, and they are all loved by their clubs, or are they? So I'm going to kick us off. And number five and number four, I'm going to do them sort of together. So we've got number 5, Riquelme, and then number 4, Carlos Tevez. Two great players that left South America, and they've gone off and had a wonderful career in Europe, and then got back home because Boca Juniors is where it's at.
You never forget your first love, right?
No, you don't. I'll try and think of players that have left Palermo and gone back, and they leave them and they never come back, which is very, very upsetting. But that's the way it is.
Cue that. Was it Hello Darkness, my old friend?
Yeah, I know. It's so sad. It's so upsetting. So that was my 5 and 4. Number 3, I've gone with Mario Götze. He was the darling at Dortmund, and he ended up going to Bayern Munich on a free transfer. And he's had a great career. He weren't able to get back into that Bayern side, and he's gone back to Dortmund. He's had a little bit there, but apparently he might be going back to Bayern. So we'll do a homecoming again, and it could be him going back to Bayern. Let's do that. That might work. Number 2, the last 2, I think. Well, I didn't know what order to put them in.
Okay, so it's going to be a close one.
Yeah, it is. So number 2 for homecomings, I've gone with Wayne Rooney. And it's, hey, look, he burst off the scene in the 2002-2003 season, scored the absolute worldie against Arsenal. Remember the name, Wayne Rooney. We're like, yeah, right. Another kid that comes through, another Danny Cadamarteri. How wrong were we? So yeah, he's gone on and had an average career. His only record goal scorer, Man United, and only England record goal scorer. But it's not all that. So he's number 2 because number 1 is he's done that thing again, which is really annoying, where it's got the edges. Don't worry about it. People that are listening can't hear it, so can't see it. And it's what they call him God. At the end of the day, Liverpool fans call him God. And there's a reason for that, and it's Robbie Fowler. She never left.
No. Before he left, he was absolutely on fire.
But he was never going to get an England squad because they were too being fixated on playing Shearer and Sheringham, which I think, don't get me wrong, great
partnership, great players.
We had so many good English players back then.
I'm telling you now, England's golden generation was actually the mid-90s.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Do you know what? I agree with that.
You go through that England team, you're like, oh, we should have won Euro 96, and we should have got a lot further in the World Cup 98, but that's for another time.
That's a different story for a different time. Yes. Right. Burkina Faso.
So,
what are you going with your top 5?
So my top 5. So we're going to start at number 5.
Yes.
So I went for the return of Thierry Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Number 5.
Thierry.
And number 4.
Good player. Why does he not get there? He is. There he is.
Yeah, he's there. I had to put one in just for you guys.
I know. That's why
I'm bordered between 2 Arsenal fans here, so I've got to put one in.
Closet Arsenal fan, but
no, I'm having to readdress my
faith.
Really,
he wears his Spurs shirt all the time to make him be like, no. Honestly, I am.
It's like when gay guys get married.
Do you know what? I was literally about to use that analogy as well.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Right. Okay, so
number 4.
So back to my denial. It's a Spurs player. So I've gone for the return of Jurgen Klinsmann.
Oh yeah, Jurgen.
And number 3, another Spurs player, which is the return of Jermaine Defoe, the first return, not the second return,
or the 95th return.
I feel like this is like an overcorrection now.
I'm trying to kind of like rebalance myself out. That's where it's going. And number 2 went for Cesc Fabregas.
Oh, an Arsenal player.
Barcelona player. Barcelona player.
Just an Arsenal.
And for my number 1, I went for Gerard Piqué.
Gerard Piqué. Oh, where's my Piqué picker?
Who, of course,
There it
left Manchester United and went back to Barcelona and pretty much won everything.
A lot of people forget that he played for Man United, you know.
Mm.
I didn't. I know it, but like,
It was-
it's, a lot of people do forget it. He didn't really. He weren't there for very long.
No, he
No.
didn't have that many games, but and he did kind of struggle to adapt to the English game. But
He
he
was
spent
really
what,
young,
4
though.
seasons
He
there,
was
and
really
then
young,
went
wasn't
back
he?
to Barcelona.
Mm.
And as I say,
Didn't they sign him? Didn't Arsenal sign Fabregas and United signed Piqué pretty much the same time, didn't they?
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
loads of
about
kids
the
that
same
get
sort of
picked
year.
up from the Mazzy at the same sort of time, weren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think no, that's quite an interesting list. I like that. I don't agree with Henry being number 5, but it's not my list. So
all Henry brought a massive lift to the club when he went back.
it was one of the most single-handedly emotional
It was an
moments
emotional moment.
when he scored that goal
But
against.
what
Leeds.
impact did he bring other than that on the pitch?
I still argue that it was 3 goals he scored, because that one against Blackburn that was on target. So
No.
he played 4 games
You're not having
and got
that.
3 goals, and they put it down as 2. So
No, you're not having that. No.
and it's got a statue.
Well, and if you think about it, 2 of his goals were actually winners as well. So
Yeah, so great impact.
But did he save a
Because-
club from relegation?
Well,
No. Did he win multiple titles?
Yes.
No.
well, in his first season.
Not in the return. So no,
yeah.
he's firmly number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Alex, mate. Who's,
Talking about number 5, guess who's my number 5?
Oh, Thierry Henry.
Yeah,
Hey,
Thierry.
see,
okay.
Alex agrees with me. A gooner agrees with a Spurs fan.
Yeah, but
Shocking.
you think about it, the
Should we
top
see the rest of his
5.
list
Yeah, I was
first?
just say top 5 of all players that have returned to their club.
all the
It's
rest
not
of them
bad.
Arsenal players.
It's not. Yeah, it's just it's all Spurs from here on out.
Yeah.
No, number 4 for me would be Janino.
what
with
a shout!
with
Great player.
Middlesbrough. Now
What a shout!
he was adored, wasn't he, when he first there? And then when they came back, it was almost like Robbie Fowler levels. They just assumed he was God.
What I loved about Janino, he lived like on a normal street,
Yeah.
and he just did normal things.
Exactly.
And like, it would be like, oh, just got home from
And-
training and go play with the kids outside
yeah.
on the green and play football with them. And stuff.
And the other thing as well, Gav, he was 4'3" as well. So
Hey, exactly. Short lives matter. Who's number 3?
Number 3 for me is Carlos Tevez. I'm going to go Carlos
Tevez.
Tevez. Again, as you say, he's fiery, passionate Latina player. Goes home to fiery, passionate Latina team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a perfect mix.
It is.
Didn't he leave again and go to China?
It doesn't matter.
No. That's besides the point.
That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Just
but
like,
why do you always
to
have to
China
focus on the negative thing? But seriously. Number 2, Claudio Pizarro.
Oh, mate, the evergreen Claudio Pizarro.
The
He was still
evergreen
in the
who's-
squad last season at Wolfsburg, Werder Bremen. Now, I don't know whether he's signed again this year.
I don't know, but
But
he's
he
done
is.
4 stints there.
Yeah, if he is still there, that makes him the
How old
oldest
is
player
he
in
now?
history.
It's when he was
87.
87. Okay,
Yeah.
he's doing really
And-
well.
right. I just want to point out the reason why he's so high on my list is he's gone back 4 times, so he's obviously loves the club a lot. And the last time he went back, he was like, I want to finish my career at the club I started my European career at. If that doesn't scream homecoming, what does?
Isn't he old enough?
There
He
you
should have finished his career already.
Well, then you got Kazuyoshi Miura over in Japan. I had him in my World Cup '98 sticker album, and I think he's 53,
There
and
you
he's
go.
still playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But he's not homecoming. I think he's been else. I don't think he's been to the same club twice.
Yeah.
I'll have to double check that. If he is, I'm redoing the whole list.
Let us know in the
Kazuyoshi Miura is
comments.
going to the top.
Let us know in the comments, any Japanese fans out there.
And who's your number
So who's
one?
number
mate?
one?
Number 1, right now, this might seem a bit controversial, but I'm going the Nemanja Matic for number 1.
Okay.
And the reasons why is quite simple. He played for Chelsea. They signed him quite young. He didn't play very often, did he? I think he played about a handful of games. And then he went to Benfica in the David Luiz deal, which brought David Luiz back the other way. And then when they signed him again, he went on to win 2 Premier Leagues and then an FA Cup. And then they sold him for twice as much as they bought him for. So
when they
that to
brought him
me
back-
screams quite a successful.
The
return,
interesting one with
homecoming.
Matic is they sold him to Benfica as an attacking midfielder.
Yes, come back
And
as
he
a
came
defensive
back as a
midfielder.
defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
It was Benfica that actually modelled him into the player that he is.
So we should
now.
actually give Benfica a bit of props, really, because they haven't just done that. They've also had like Jan Oblak there.
Mhm.
Benfica,
They've done all right.
right.
Yeah.
Nuno Gomez.
That's all right.
So that are our homecomings. Now, are there any players that you could think of that would be in your homecomings? Put it on our Twitter page at Top Football. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We've got loads of content on there, and there's plenty more coming up. You can go back and watch the Bundesliga show from Wednesday night's coverage. You can also watch the review show, the Premier League review show on Sunday. We've got loads of bits and bobs on there. Just go to the YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/2UpTopFootball. And did you know if you put 2 Up Top into Google, our name comes up first?
It's a good job you said that, because I was about to ask you that question.
Well, test it out if you don't believe me. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, and ta-ra.